Cool. There we go.
Yeah, because it's timing and everything. It's getting hard. It's getting hard. It's not easy to do all those edits and try and get everything out there on time as well. So some episodes we do good, some episodes we don't, and I need to work out a schedule so that we can jump on these a bit earlier, so that I don't have to spend the rest of the week trying to edit and upload. So if we could just do live streams.
Unless we do it live stream, or even if we don't do it on a Sunday, man, like record it on a Friday or Saturday, so then you have the Sunday or the weekend to, you know what I mean? Not even the weekend, but like a little bit of time during the weekend rather than on a weekday.
Yeah, we're
still saying it's live. We're still saying it's live.
Well, let's see how it goes, bro. Let's see how it goes. All right, cool. Let's do this. So episode 342 is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. We're going on live, guys, and you probably heard us talking about editing and the rest of it. It does take up a lot of time, guys, and it's not that I'm trying to make life a bit more easy and what's the word? Work smarter than
efficient.
Harder. So that's what we're trying to do at the moment now, is work smarter and not harder. But I hope you guys are all well and safe. I want to say a massive thank you. Last week's episode went really well and you guys really enjoyed it. Hopefully we could get this out before Monday. If it works, if the live stream works, then perfect. If it doesn't, then I'll edit it and have it up hopefully by Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know. It's not much happened this week, has it, bro? How you been?
I got a couple things. I mean, like news-wise, a couple things. But I mean, look, in regards to things that's happened, I mean, it's just been another week in Dubai. They had some exciting things. Hans Zimmer, I went to Hans Zimmer. I'll talk about that.
Yes. Send some footage if you got any, bro.
I've got it on my other phone, my non-social media, my non-WhatsApp phone. So that's why I wasn't able to send you anything. But yeah, I'm going to pull it up on the computer and I'll send up some footage. But other than that, dramas, like, bro, Dubai is not made for the rain. Like, they built Dubai and forgot that it might rain. Like, they forgot that there's a weather system and it possibly might rain one day. It rained a couple of days, bro, the whole of Dubai. When I say the whole, there's a lot of issues, flood, our flat. In where we live, there's like 10,000 villas, like 20% almost, like average, 22,000 of them just had leaks, you know, the roofs. Unfortunately, we were one of them as well. Yeah. And the missus's room, the whole where the window is, that whole section just got fucked up, man. The roof's all fucked. And, you know, I mean, you know, it's easy to sit and complain, and we were complaining because they came Thursday. They done a little fix on one of the leaks through the window, but the main one on the roof, they were like, oh, it's a separate contractor, we'll send someone else. And because they didn't send someone else, it got worse. And we're waiting for, like, to this day, they haven't sent anyone. That was Thursday. And then it's kind of like, well, if you even just done a temporary fix, because you know it's raining, you know there's many flats here that you look for some reason built in a certain way that didn't, you know, that, I don't know, you made it cheap or whatever. It's not our place. We're talking about 20%. So you obviously, the contractors, the developers, you cut corners as they do, right? You cut corners to save money. Now you fucked over bare people's houses, and now you're costing yourselves more work or more money. It don't make no sense. But yeah, if they just done a temporary fix on Thursday, maybe that would have prevented things. But now you lot just fucked up the whole, like, inside of that part of that room. So you got to do the outside the roof, you got to do the inside, and it even leaked down to the living room, and there's little water streaks there and cracks there. It's like, you guys created yourself more work. I mean, I don't get the inefficiency of just not handling something and let it get fucked up and then you come and do the work. Or, you know, Damak is a big developer out here. It's like, how did you even let that happen? Why are you cutting corners? And, you know, 20% of your villas and your properties in this cluster, in this property area is fucked. I don't know, man. But the whole of Dubai, there's bare floods and all that sort of stuff. Enough rain. But other than that, bro, you know, I had an epic time at Hans Zimmer Live at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai on Friday night. I'll talk about that. Epic time. I mean, I've been saying for ages that I saw Hans Zimmer back in 2019, I believe, in Singapore. It was at the Grand Prix F1. It was outdoors. It was nice. It was cool, but it was Singapore weather outdoors, hot, sweaty with people around you. You're standing up. The music was nice, but it's outdoor music, so you don't get the echoes of the inside and shit. I mean, I'm not a music or sound expert, but inside, you know, it bounces off the walls and shit. Anyway, this was epic. It was in the Coca-Cola Arena, but it was a 3-hour show. I didn't expect that. It was a spectacle. It was a show. It wasn't just music. It was a show. It was a performance by everyone, and performers and lights and everything, bro. And I've always said I've wanted to listen to Hans Zimmer play last summer when he played it. Oh my God, it was like a 10-minute set. It was amazing. The guy, the main dude on the flute, I was like, man, I need to start playing the flute, bro. Last summer, shit. It was amazing. I can't, all of it gave me goosebumps, but last samurai, man, tear in the eye, goosebumps all over. It was beautiful, man. And he done some old classics. He done Top Gun, which was really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Top Gun was cool. He done some of the usual classics, you know, Lion King, Dark Knight was epic. That was a spectacle. Finished off with Inception, he always does. Interstellar, obviously. And then the Gladiator and loads of other stuff. But you know, Man is still, but the reason why live is good, one, live music is amazing, right? In itself anyway. Two, like I said, it's a performance and all shit, but then they do these, it's like not remix, but just extra. Like when he was doing Man of Steel, there was, I can't remember the guy's name, but amazing guitar player was doing like a solo during the Man of Steel, you know, performance, and it's just like, wow, this is just epic stuff that you won't get in the movie, like, or whatnot, or what you've already heard. So there's extra parts to it. It was so good, and like I said, I didn't even expect a 3-hour show, and it was a 3-hour show, and the whole show was just like, this is the best, man. Like Hans Zimmer, like I'm not a concert guy. I don't like going concerts. Only been to Linkin Park one, but 100% I'll go to Hans Zimmer every year if he comes down. Epic show. I'll send video. I got video footage of Last Samurai and Dark Knight and stuff like that, Top Gun. And I'll send some footage. I'll put some stuff on my Instagram and the Brothers channel as well. So
that'd be good.
Epic night of music. But yeah, man, that was it. I mean, we came back Friday night from that, about 1 a.m., 2 a.m., floods in that room. Freaking developers came after that at 3 a.m. And I'm just like, this is crazy, man. Like, why are you coming at 3 a.m. to check it? You guys have checked it multiple times. There's no need for inspection. Send the brothers who can do the work. Like they're the not the experts, but they're the brothers. They are the experts anyway, but they're the brothers that I need. I need some people to freaking fix it. Don't come and just keep looking at it. That's what all you lot keep doing. They were going to come on Saturday as well. I called them Saturday. I was like, you know, you brothers haven't even showed up yet. And they were like, we'll come today, inshallah. I'm like, brother, I don't need the inshallah today. It's my Saturday. Like, don't tell me inshallah, don't show up, because that's what happened yesterday, right? Are you going to come? If not, I'm going to go out. And they're like, inshallah. I'm like, that means you're not coming. So let's schedule a time. And he was like, no, we need to come and inspect. I'm like, brother, don't waste my day to come and inspect it, brother. You've expected it 3 times. Send the brothers to come and fix it. And let's do that. If you're going to come to inspect, let's not do that. I wasted my time. So they're going to come on Tuesday to hopefully fix that. But that was the epic weekend, man. I mean, you know, like Hans Zimmer was just absolutely awesome. Bro, like you need to experience it. It's so fucking good. He's the man, bro. It's him and his whole orchestra, and I don't know their names, but the orchestra, the group, amazing. Just, I don't know. It's the highest level, right? Highest level of flute playing, highest level of drums, highest level of cello, highest level of everything. Listen, when I think of flute, I just think of that movie that you keep taking the piss out of, the Aliens one. What do you call it? Come on, man. What's the film when he plays a flute? The Aliens one.
Covenant, or one of them. Covenant or
anyway.
Prometheus.
Prometheus, that's the one. But no, seriously though, but on the wheels, like I'm talking about the highest level of whatever instrument they play. It's the highest level. And like I said, you got a whole orchestra and everyone's doing a little something to play the epic tune, whatever it is, whether it's high in, you know, like fast pace, rock and roll type Dark Knight, or slow pace, Last Samurai, like sort of emotional scene. So everyone's doing something on their instrument, but at a certain decibel, a certain sound where it just creates this epic, you know, melody or whatever. Again, I'm trying to talk like I'm some sound music expert, but I just can't express to you that how many instruments are played in a piece of music and you just don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You just think, oh, that sounds like a piano. maybe a violin, and that's it, 2 instruments. Now we're talking about, I don't know, maybe 100 people or whatever, 150 or whatever, and everyone's playing their own thing, but they're just doing a little something in the background, you know, for a certain tune, or big something for another tune, and they just, it's like some superhuman shit. Like they got superhuman hearing, so they know that this is the level I gotta play. And Hans Zimmer knows that you need to go louder on that. And I would love to be there, man. Give me the motherfucking triangle, man. I can't get that shit wrong, man. Ding, man, just sit there in the corner, hit the triangle when Hans Zimmer looks at me, bro. Like, give me a chance.
Yeah, no, that must have been amazing. That's always a great thing with concerts and getting to see that. I mean, we saw when we saw the Joker in concert. There's a couple of movies I've seen, Back to the Future in concert. It just gives you a different vibe when you're watching a movie like that. What was the other one? We did the Joker. So we've got the Batman coming up very soon, which is, going to be nuts because Michael Giacchino's soundtrack was amazing in that movie. So that's coming up in March. So yeah, it's an amazing experience when you get to kind of just get immersed in that feeling and you want to be part of it, right? Superman, I did Superman last year with the Geek of Steel with a live orchestra. It just brings you into the movie.
It's absolutely amazing, bro. That senses of sound and what it could do, the vibrations of noises and what it could do to your mind, your body, the emotions it puts you through. Just because, like I said, things are played at a certain level, at a certain decibel, at a certain rhythm. It plays with your whole human emotions. It's freaking beautiful, man. It was one of the, man, listen, man, I've been talking about it for ages, and it kind of manifested,
Yeah, exactly.
Highlight of the year. I know it's just January, but highlight of the year, definitely. And, again, it just fell into place. It's one of those things, bro. Like, I've always said I want to listen to Hans Zimmer, even though I did in Singapore, but I'm talking about The Last Samurai and indoors or whatnot. And we happened to move to Dubai. And as soon as we moved to Dubai, my guy announces he's doing the concert, and it just falls into place. And it's just epic. So I've just been on a buzz, you know what I mean? And I'm not listening to any of my music on my MP3 tunes no more. I've just got the videos I recorded of that, and I'm just listening to it live, and it's just the best, bro. It's just the best. I'm absolutely just pumped from the weekend.
No, that's awesome, man. That's great. I mean, I'm hoping one day I get to do that with to see Hans Zimmer. I think that's definite. I'm gonna look to see when he comes to the UK next on this tour, and go from there, man. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure he does the O2 Arena, but
no, he does, man. But I will definitely see how it goes. But it looks like, yeah, man. Listen, man, this live stream is working. We're streaming. I think we're gonna do this more often now. I'm gonna work out how to add the logos and do the intros with this as well. And I'm excited because this takes out 2 hours of editing time. The only thing that I need to do now is the audio. So where before I had to do the audio and video separately, I can just do the audio and upload that by itself. So no, this is exciting. Moist. I've been wanting to do it, just I couldn't. My mind couldn't get around it. So we've got it working now, man. This is moist.
Awesome, man.
And
awesome.
Artwork's working. It looks sick.
At least the video game one worked. So I remember trying to do that like last year and it didn't work out. And then this time it worked out. We managed.
So now you should be able to link that to your Twitch, the gaming Twitch that you put up. So sign into that and then do YouTube and Twitch at the same time and go from there.
I'll try and figure it out. Yeah, I definitely was able to. There was something. I think I was able to link to Twitch before. I don't know.
But now you're doing it through YouTube. You'd be able to just go from there and just get it done.
Yeah, I think YouTube's better, to be honest with you. I don't know why, but I feel like it's better.
It's just easier.
Not only am I doing the live videos as well, me playing the game, but then certain fight scenes, what I'm doing is because I'm recording it, like with the PlayStation, what you could do is just record, like it automatically records what you play. Like if you wanted to, you can, it doesn't save it, but if you wanted to, you could just go and get the footage that you just played. And then if there's an epic fight scene, I just put that up as a separate clip. Like I put up the clip of the first fight between Thor and Kratos, and that whole fight and interaction's awesome. So I'm just putting out those up as well. So I got the live streams, and then I'm just trying to put a video of a fight scene or whatever up as well. So every day, I guess I'm trying to do a little bit of something when I have time to play the game. But epic game though, fucking one of the best games of all time, no doubt.
No, awesome. No, that's good. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the Brothers Geek Out gaming page, guys. Go subscribe. It's a whole new channel for Gilman playing his journey on I was going to say for Ragnarok, but God of War Ragnarok. Is it God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah.
So G-Man doing his thing. So guys, go join in. And is there a live chat option on there as well? There
is, but I turn all that stuff off, to be honest with you. I just play the game, and I even turn off my mic just because when I'm playing, when I've heard it back, I'm listening to it, and you can hear the video game audio, but then you can hear me go tick, 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 pressing the buttons and like shit, fuck this mother, and like swearing and whatnot. It actually doesn't sound great, to be honest with you. I mean, like, to be honest, it would be great if I guess if the controller buttons weren't there, like you can hear me press XXX and all that shit. And if something epic happens, you know, you do have me screaming and shouting, but it just don't sound nice, man. So I've kind of switched that off, and you just watch the gameplay. I'm still learning and all that too. I'm doing a little bit of research and watching like more professionals and their tips and whatnot. So we'll figure it out. But for now, I'm just gonna just put content up every day, and whether it grows or not, it's just easy to just press record and go live and then play the game. Like there's no, you know.
No, that's fine.
Editing part, yes. If I wanted to edit a little something, that takes up a bit of time. But anyway, it's fun. It's all fun and games, man.
No, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Let us So guys, make sure you guys go subscribe. I'm multitasking here, man. There's so much to do, and it's a Sunday, and I'm already losing. Hopefully this person picks this up. Like, we've been putting stuff up on Facebook Market, and like yesterday, bro, I had this guy from the Dominion Republic, bro. So he's been bugging me the whole week that he wants this laptop stand that I used to have for my Mac before. Brother, please don't sell it, brother, please. And then he's haggling me with the prices and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? Just come take the thing, yeah? So yesterday he goes, yeah, I'll meet you at the Lidl's, which is down at the end of my road. I'm like walking around everywhere. I'm thinking, where is this guy? I've got guests in the house as well. Where is this guy, man? He goes, I'm wearing a white cap. And I'm like, we're looking I've gone into Lidl looking in. I'm like, dude, you're not here. Where are you? He goes, I'm here in front of the shop underneath the Lidl sign. I'm looking at both Lidl signs. I'm like, you're not there, dude. I think you've jumped off at the wrong one. He's jumped off at the Lidl all the way near Turkey Street, near Ponders End. I'm like, dude, you're killing me. I got people waiting at the house. Let me go back. He goes, brother, please. Came back, found out he's from the Dominion Republic. I was a bit agitated because we had people at the house. I'm cooking, I'm trying to run around, trying to sell this thing. And it's like, bro, just come during the day, bro. I gave you the postcode as well, man. How can you not even register the postcode? And he kept on saying sorry. And I was like, it's all good, man. Take the thing. So, but I put up quite a lot of stuff. I didn't realize, usually you just go to the junkyard and throw this stuff, man. But people want it, man. I mean, if it's in good condition, people want it.
I've had some success as well, because I had some stuff up in Singapore for ages, and my figures and stuff weren't selling. So yesterday I sold one of my Deadpool figures to a Pakistani brother, and my man was putting on a hard bargain, man, just hustling. I was like, brother, man, like the only reason I'm selling it is one space, and there was a little bit of damage on his straps. Unfortunately, the material is not great. Like, we paid like £200 for it, and I'm like, I'm dropping it to 90 quid just because of the straps that I damaged, but everything else is in perfect condition. Anyway, went back and forth. Cool guy, I guess we made BFFs. My man gave me a big hug and whatnot, but I was like, enjoy it, bro, enjoy the product. But I was able to sell that. Some dude, there was a Wolverine I saw, a sideshow one, and and I was talking to the guy today, but he just sold it. He's trying to sell me a Hellboy one. I'm like, nah, but I don't need no demon in my house, even though I've got some demons in the back, to be honest. But but it's actually exciting, man, just kind of meeting a couple of collectors out here and just having that in common. But talk about collectors, man. Ashraf got that epic sideshow Dark Knight
Such a beautiful piece, bro.
But how
is it,
bro?
Worth it. It is worth it. Like when we saw the box, so basically, look, DHL, you guys lose, bro. I gotta say, you guys lose. There's more drama. There's more drama to this, yeah. But I'm not going to expose that. That's next man's business. But DHL, I don't even know how you guys would do something like that. Let alone, my man, if you see him on the camera, bro, trying to bring the thing in, dropping it, and then leaving it there, not even ringing the doorbell. My man ran. Mum and dad were home. They could have at least popped it through the door. When I came, I actually thought, go on.
I was going to say, it's happened before. Even if mum and dad were home, they would leave it on the door. They'll see an old man, right? And he'll leave it on the door. They've said that to dad before. It's not my job to bring it in the house. I'm like, it's not even about job. It's just about humanity. If I saw a young man like, like, brother, I think you got it. But if I saw an old man like, sir, do you need your help to bring it in the house? But just natural humanity of people is ridiculous. But anyway, carry on.
No, but as you know, bro, Amazon and all those delivery services, they've got loads of issues going on at the moment. Anyway, so when I saw the box, I was like, yeah, man, I think Ash is already setting it up because I just thought it was the empty box sitting outside. And then dad tells me, oh, some guy just came and just dropped the thing between the bins and blurted. And I was like, oh my God, that's so basic. So basic.
What if the garbage man came and just done his job and just like, oh, okay, I guess they're throwing it away. What if that happened? Like without these fuckers like ringing on the door and or saying anything.
Well, I mean, they're paying for it. We've got proof.
You know what? And even Sideshow, like they should take a little bit of responsibility because, like, look, I don't want to throw them under the bridge or water or bus or whatever you call it, but like they didn't tell Ash anything about any delivery charges or any custom charges in the beginning, knowing that this is going to the UK, taking his money already. They've been taking his money for the last year because they, it's been delayed and whatnot, and he don't understand in order or whatever. They knew it was going to be delivered to the UK, all of this stuff. And then right at the last moment, when it's ready to come out, they try and charge him another £400, 200 for delivery, 200 for customs. Like this should have been all up front. I think that's really bad service, man. I have to say, because you're familiar with global delivery, you're familiar with his address, with this customer, and here right at the last moment, you start adding an extra £400. That's hard. That's a hard amount of money, man. You paid 600.
Yeah, it's not easy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You're like 600. Okay, it's a lot of money. All right, but I'm gonna budget. But right at the last moment, when you're ready to accept it, you add another 400. And then at the end of the day, that's the delivery service that's been provided. I know that's not on them, but you should make sure the delivery service is even on point, like to be a DHL premium, or I don't know whether it is, but just make sure there's a level of standards. I think Sideshow should take some responsibility too for customer service, man, and just be upfront with your
That's why people are moving on to other companies, bro. Like, Hot Toys is dead. Yeah, I think Hot Toys are dead. They look basic, and don't get me wrong, there's lots of collectors that love it, but their service and their quality in some of their products, as you've seen, the Batman Returns and anything that's got leather on it, the Punisher, the Deadpool straps you just had,
that was Sideshow.
They deteriorate after a little while. Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, my Batman here, he's fucked. His cape is fucked. My Punisher, John Bethel, what his leather jacket, I'm looking at it now, man. My guy's leather jacket's peeling. It's peeled off. I mean, listen, man, we were big time Hot Toys. I tell you what my biggest thing was with Hot Toys is, and I really enjoy some of their products and whatnot. I'm not gonna sell like the War Machine, the Punisher War Machine. I'll keep that, the die cast one. The Iron Man, they're pretty cool, the die cast one. But my biggest thing is they never had any customer loyalty programs or anything. I bought hundreds. I'm not even lying, bro. We bought hundreds of Hot Toys when I was in Hong Kong. Yes, we sold some, but the point is I was still a customer to you. I bought hundreds of you. And not once did I get a discount. Not once was I offered a customer loyalty. So I signed up, and the only thing they ever gave me was like, heads up, this product's coming. It's like, I bought hundreds. Like with XM Studios, you buy 5 or 4, you start getting 15% off, 20% off. That's a loyalty program. Hot Toys didn't have shit. So that was my biggest pet peeve. I don't know if that's the right word with Hot Toys, man. It's my biggest beef with them, man. But you're right. They just distribute a whole load of shit. They keep bringing out so many different products. A lot of them are shit as hell. And, the quality of some of them are basic, man. That leather jacket of Punisher is ruined, man. But No, man, it's all about XM. The Prime one is one of the big ones. Sideshow is awesome. These two are Sideshow. They are awesome. Don't get me wrong. This one here is old.
No, I mean, if you're going to be paying for quality, you're going to be paying bigger prices, and then
I mean, this one did have a little bit of like coloring issues, but it's like old and it was stored away for a while. This one is the newer one. I mean, that looks like I don't know if any more will come from that, but you never know. But you know, I didn't when I bought it in Singapore. Yes, there was tons of delays. I remember that. But they, you know, I was lucky they didn't, you know, mess me up with delivery and thing. But for Ash, you know, if UK charges customs and delivery, you should be upfront from the beginning, man. You can't put £400. That's nearly 100% of the product, bro. He bought it for £600. So another £400 is, can't do the math.
Yeah, so that he needs to make 70%. That complaint.
Yeah, 70% of the product. You're paying almost double of what you almost paid for. I think it's 70%. But it's a lot of money, man. It's more than 50% of the product value. I don't know, I just went on a big rant for no reason, bro. But
no,
anyway,
it's all right. It's all good.
Looks sick though. End of the day, though, it looks fucking good.
It looks wicked, bro. It looks amazing. So good. It's such a beautiful piece. It's such a beautiful piece. It looks awesome, and I can imagine Frank Miller being so proud of that piece as well. You know, that was his original artwork design, isn't it? They've added extra to it, of course, but he must be so proud of that piece. I mean, anybody who'd make a statue out of my artwork, I'd be excited. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. Toenails podcast.
Yo, butters, man. That's what I was gonna ask. Are you cutting your nails and shit?
Yeah, boy, I don't mess around, bro. I ain't got no time, bro. My man is
podcast.
Bro, you're lucky I ain't farted next to you, bro.
No, I don't need that, man. I don't need that head, bro, man. Shit. Hey, man, should we get into some news then? Should we get into some news?
Yeah, let's jump in, bro. Let's jump in,
man. Let's jump in. I'll tell this guy I'm not interested in Hellboy, but I want if he's got any Punishers, give me a shout. Okay. Hold on, where's my list? Where's my list? All right, cool. I talked about Hans Zimmer. We'll go through things and then we'll talk about Last of Us and New People at the end because those were some new stuff.
Yeah. That's right.
Awesome. Titans, I realized I didn't know, but they cancelled Titans. For me, that was one of the it was the best DC show. It was actually awesome. I loved it. I haven't seen season 4, is it? I'm gonna download them and watch them.
Season 3.
But season 3, okay. I haven't seen season 3. That's the newer one, I guess. But yeah, no, gutted, man. But I guess, you know, DC is doing a big change. So you know what? Let's just see what happens with all of that stuff. I heard my guy's still beefing people, man. James Gunn is still having bare beef with people.
Online. I think he should just come off social, man.
Yeah, he's done. Like, leave it. You made your decision. You know what you're doing. People are always going to complain. That's fine. Generally, people are going to be upset. But then, you know who I can like, do you know what it is? Yeah, people like go too crazy. But like, look at like Luke Geek Still, right? My guy is obsessed with Superman and Henry Cavill. I've seen him obsessed. But I like what my guy did, man. He just, put up a video, expressed himself, and then he goes, I trust in James Gunn. I trust in what they're going to do. And then, it's heartbreaking and whatnot. And then he's moved on, you know what I mean? But he's like, Luke Geek is still like, well, no matter what, Superman's still my guy. So he's probably going to fall in love with the new Superman. And then fucking fly coming in my mouth, man, get the fuck out of here, man. And then not even that, he still loves Henry Cavill. He's still looking forward to the DC universe, and he's moved on with life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I saw Geek still doing what other people are doing and still bitching about it, then I'm like, brother, you need to figure some shit out. But like, I still understand how people get so obsessed, man. Like, I can respect what like a fan like the Geek still is just kind of like upset, emotional about it, heartbroken, everything. But then, you move on with life. You got to respect what possible positives are going to come from it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's a hard part of fandom, isn't it? That's where you're like, it's become like football, bro. It's like sports now. The Marvel and DC and Star Wars and all this comic book franchises has become such a niche now, bro. Such a mainstream thing that it's a shame. It's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know what though, bro? I mean, it's anything though, man. It's Samsung and Android. It's PlayStation and Xbox. fucking everything, bro. Everything,
Yeah,
there's
exactly.
you know, people are gonna love and hate. I just don't understand the extremes. Anyway, Titans. I am gonna start watching that. I'm gonna download it and watch those when I get a chance. Avatar, bro, as we thought, hit past the 2 billion, as we said, and it's the fifth biggest movie in the world, passing Infinity War recently. So I think the one just above Infinity War is
Star Wars.
Star Wars, and I believe it's going to beat Star Wars too. So I reckon it's going to beat Star Wars. I reckon it's going to be Endgames. So it's going to be Avatar 1, Endgames, and then Avatar 2, because I reckon it'll beat Titanic as well.
You think so?
Boy, I think so, because Titanic's 2.1 billion, and then I think Endgames is coming up to 2.7, and then Avatar 1 is like 2.8 or 2.9, like billions. So I reckon shit, if it beats Endgames, that's a big one. But I say Marvel just re-release. I mean, Disney's making all the money anyway because they own that shit. But I say Marvel re-release Endgames in China or something, just to get it out there or something, or pick the biggest market and re-release that shit again for a week or two. But yeah, that's what I reckon.
Well, I didn't realize China was banned Marvel movies for the past 3 years. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you last week. Yeah, we put up last week. I didn't know that either. I have no idea either, man. I think it's something, bro. Listen, China has dictated a lot of movies, right? Top Gun was banned there. You know that, yeah?
No, I didn't.
No, because one of the guys in Top Gun had a jacket, and you know the military jackets, they have flags for different countries, right? So one of the flags was Taiwan, and because China doesn't recognize Taiwan as a country and is trying to claim it and whatnot, they were like, to release that film in China, you need to remove that badge on that soldier. And then I think that they said, fuck that shit. And they didn't. I mean, that film made billions anyway, so fuck that, right? But they were like, no, fuck no, we're not changing anything in the movie. And then they released it. And there was another movie, I can't remember what it was, but they asked, it had the Statue of Liberty in there, and they asked, it might have been Spider-Man, maybe I'm wrong, but they asked to remove the Statue of Liberty scene, and then you could put it in China. It's like, fuck off, man. I mean, listen, they've dictated a lot, man. The chosen one, not the chosen one, the ancient one should have been a Tibetan monk. But because, China and Tibet and whatnot, they chose, to change it into a white woman, which she was awesome anyway. That's not the issue. It's just that it should have just been a Tibetan monk. But China fucked that up, and then Disney bowed down to it and whatnot. As they did, they want that Disney money. I mean, come on, man. Even Fast and Furious, my guy John Cena spoke Chinese to apologize to them in Chinese because he acknowledged Taiwan being a country or something. It's crazy, bro. It's mad. But the money's, bro. The money's talk.
Always, bro. Always the way. Always the way. What were we talking about? Okay, yeah. So, but Avatar, yeah, it's still making the monies, bro. Still making the monies.
Oh, right. What's next? All right. So, talking about Avatar, so Zoe Saldana, as how you say them, is the first actor or actress, should I say, to ever appear in 4 movies that have crossed 2 billion at the box office. How crazy is that?
Crazy, isn't it? That's really good.
Infinity War, Endgames, and both the Avatars. She smashed it, bro.
Yeah. Definitely.
But 2 of them, she was playing a blue chick, and the other one, she was playing a green chick. So maybe, she should, if she could get into it as herself, that'd be awesome.
Well, but all inclusion, bro. All inclusion, doesn't matter. That's great.
Right.
That's a massive thing on your CV. You know what I mean? As a because as an actor, you're a freelancer, bro. And if they know that you're not bringing no monies.
Bro, the 4 films in the 2 billion mark. I mean, that's crazy, bro.
Exactly.
I mean, technically, the highest grossing. If this beats Titanic, top 3 movies of all time, she's in them, of all time. And then you're gonna have Infinity War, which is like 2 movies down or whatever. How crazy that she's in them? She's smashing it, man. So good for her. All right. So Oscar stuff, right? Because I believe the Oscars is coming up, and I wonder how it's going to be. I mean, after last year's shenanigans with Mr. Will Smith and whatnot, I wonder. So I believe, actually, I don't know who's hosting it, but if it's a comedian, which I'm pretty sure they will be, I wonder what instructions they're giving this comedian, and I wonder if this comedian or whoever it's going to be is like, fuck that, I'm going to go out there and cuss Will Smith if I see him. Like, it might get bad, but it might not be. But anyway,
I mean, Will Smith's not nominated for anything anyway. Plus
didn't he get nominated? Did they ban him?
Yeah, they ban him. I swear he's been banned for like 10 years.
Bro, they gave him a damn Oscar after he slapped a man, and then they're gonna ban him after that.
Yeah, I'm sure he's banned, bro. I mean, they just went on with the show, innit?
Yeah. Anyway, let's see what happens this year. But I do feel like he's gonna get dissed, and if Jada shows up, she's gonna get dissed even more. Depends who shows up. It's gonna be, I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting one. But let's see. But some other history has been made on the Oscars, bro. So Michelle Yeoh makes Oscar history as the first Best Actress nominee to publicity identify as Asian. Yeoh's predecessor is 1930s star Marlene Oberon. She was South Asian heritage. First of all, in the 1930s, I didn't even realize they allowed South Asians in movies and shit. I mean, I don't know how fucked up it was back then, don't get me wrong, but it was a different time. So for someone to be nominated back then is kind of a big thing, but for such a big gap, nothing. Because back then, man, I'm surprised they picked the Southeast Asian. Normally they would, Hollywood was a bit fucked up back then, isn't it? But
yeah, no, I mean, anyway, it is, and it's always been that way in the industry. It's only now they've realized, you know what? It's a takeover, bro. There's colored folks that have much more talent.
It's not. I wouldn't say much more talent. I'm saying they just have the talent as well. Like, yeah. Before it was like, let's not consider them, but now it's like, well, hold on, they have the talent as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're as good as anyone else. It just comes down to the individual who can play the freaking part, or who the story was written for, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's kind of big. I mean, obviously we know what movie it was for. It's for Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was.
Bro, that movie needs to kill it.
Congratulations to that movie, bro.
Yeah, man, that movie needs to kill it. I don't care what it's nominated for. Loads of awards. Best Supporting Actor as well. Ki Hu Kwan. 100%, bro. Deserves it. 100% deserves it.
He was in he had a little scene in, I think it was California Man, bro.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Him and Brendan Fraser. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and it was just one, I think it was one that was, I had no idea. I was like, holy shit, that's how they know each other. Anyway, other history is Riz Ahmed, who I think is fucking awesome. I love that dude. British actor, Pakistani descent, has been selected to host the Academy's nominations, presentation and announcement and nominees for the 95th Oscars, becoming the first person of Pakistani origin to receive the honor. So wait, I don't know if I'm reading this right. I don't think he's hosting it, but I believe he's hosting an award. Or is it hosting the damn thing? Has been selected to host the Academy's nominations presentation. Yeah, so I think he's hosting the nominations part, but not the actual whole thing, right? Is that correct? All right. Well, good for him, man. But listen, he's made some, not only like, is he a British dude or whatever, but he's a really good fucking actor. I remember seeing him in some of those, British hood movies or back in the days. I can't remember which one it was called. Shifty, that's the one. And then, bro, he's made these like, what do you call them movies, man? These indie movies and whatnot. And he's a really good actor. I remember he was even in that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, the Nightcrawler. And it was awesome in that. He's a freaking good actor, man. So congratulations to him. I love that dude, man. I think he's freaking awesome.
No, much respect, man. A lot of respect for him. He's really good. He's come up in the game, bro. Come up in the game, definitely. Really good.
Yeah, man. All right. Tom Cruise to shoot a movie in space. I mean, of course. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's got to be Tom Cruise. The guy's a fucking legend. He does everything, all his stunts and everything. So apparently, is a movie next year, I believe. Is it next year or maybe even this year? They're going up to space to do a movie. I don't know, when you say in space, like how deep in space? Is it just above the atmosphere? Is it just, I don't know. The fact is he's going up high to make a movie. And if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Tom Cruise.
Of course, exactly.
He's just a madman. He's a fucking legend, that dude. So pretty awesome. That's going to be sick. All right, and that's it, bro. Like, I think there's a couple of things that we watched and we could talk about those, right?
Yeah, let's jump in, man. Listen. I'm going to go catch The Whale this week because I think it's out in the UK, and I need to watch Fableman as well, which I do want to catch in cinema. So those two films are two films that I want to watch. Just to let you guys know, since Friday on Sky Movies and Sky TV is the only place where every single Spider-Man movie is playing at the moment. So just shout out to Sky TV. I've got something cool coming up with you guys this week. But Fableman and Whale, Brendan Fraser, if he wins the Oscar, he deserves it, 100%. But I can't wait to see that film as well. So I'm rooting for Brendan Ruth to win Best Actor.
Brendan Ruth or Brendan Fraser?
Fraser.
Any Brendan Ruth for...
sorry, bro, you lose.
Man of Return to... yeah, I mean, I haven't seen The World, but if it comes out, as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna check it out myself. But yeah, awesome, bro. Okay, well, let's talk about some stuff that we watch. Well, first of all, Netflix movie released yesterday. You People with with legend Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill, and it was about a couple meeting, basically, Jonah Hill and I can't remember the girl's name, bro, but white Jewish dude, Black Muslim girl, and it was just a comedy, hilarious comedy, man. Now, don't get me wrong, like the whole black, white, our cultures don't get along and trying to fit in too much and microaggression, that whole thing is done before so many times. So that part was like, whatever, right? It's just there. But it was the comedy in between. It was the Muslim twist that cracked me up. Him being like Muslim, but you know, Nation of Islam Muslim.
Yeah.
And this is what I was saying. I believe like, because like, you can't make comedy. Like, I got a sense of humor, don't get me wrong. We don't really make comedies of Muslims, right? Because it just goes wrong, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, there's Four Lions out there, which is one of the most funniest movies ever. But I believe they got away with this because, you know, it's the Nation of Islam. Now, respect to the brothers, but they just follow things a little bit different they follow things different, which we don't, right? Anyway, that aside, bro, listen, seeing Eddie Murphy in his element, and I'm talking about element of just being raw and dirty and racist, and just he was fucking hilarious, man.
He was
It was so funny, bro.
He landed some, like he's playing Akbar, and the way he landed some of the stuff, he cracked me up, bro. He made me laugh. But there were some scenes in there that kind of, I know they did it on Nation and Islam and they didn't really follow it up too well, but you know, like the drinking part. Like you're at a table, you haven't even asked if the food's halal, you're drinking as well. So it, like you make up your own rules along. I didn't understand that. I just feel like they should have clarified that a little bit. I want an imam at the wedding and they're kissing up.
But there was a scene, but that's the thing, there was a scene when they had an argument in bed and she said, I think I want the imam, and he was like, well, all of a sudden you became strict Muslim 3 hours ago. What happened to that when you were eating bacon? So they acknowledge. Yeah, they do.
They do acknowledge it. Just I felt sometimes it's weird. I think in my age now, I just feel a little bit, I don't know, cringy. Not cringe is the word, but a bit uncomfortable. The way, you know, I know it was representing a different. This is why I hate sets and division, because you create a religion and then you divide it into 5 different things. You know, even when it was quite funny because he was talking about Sunnis and Shias at the beginning. What is he? And now he picked out like loads of things, but this, I think as I'm older now, some of that stuff is. Well,
this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying why I think it worked, because again, I don't want to disrespect the Nation of Islam, but they have a different way. Like a lot of stuff is haram, like from our perspective. But when he did say, is it Sunni or the Nation? And then he tried to make a claim about the Sunnis being like making up some shit. And then the other guy turned around and say, well, wasn't that the Nation? And he like, shut the fuck up. Like, it was just like, I think they acknowledged those things, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, they made a comedy, and because I feel like it was a nation and not the real, I don't want to say that because I don't want to offend anyone, but what I'm saying is, like, you know, Sunni Islam, they got away with certain things. But yeah, I mean, you know, I remember watching when we watched the Disney one, what's the Marvel, Miss Marvel, and there was scenes in there where I was like, well, I think people would have reacted different, like the drinking, and you know, when the guy made them drink alcohol and stuff like that.
It's got to be fiction, and it's got to be different.
I have a very open-minded. I love comedies. I find them hilarious. So I honestly, I could not find anything. If it's a comedy movie, it's supposed to be comedy, then there's certain things I would not be, you know, I'd be cool with it. You know what I'm trying to say? There's certain levels like you don't touch. But I think with comedies in general, I would be cool with it. And that was, for me, was hilarious, bro. I thought some of the scenes, some of the jokes between them, and every time you tried to correct them, my name is Akbar, motherfucker, like that shit just made me laugh, bro. Muhammad Akbar and whatnot. It's just the name, bro.
Akbar Muhammad as well. That's the thing. Some No, it was good though. There were some good scenes in there, good funny. And you know, bro, listen, I think Jonah Hill is one of the legends now as well, because his comedic style and how natural he is with it. You know, when he's getting put on the spot at the bar mitzvah, not the bar mitzvah, it was like a religious day for the Jewish people, and then you had all these old folks jumping out like, you know, you sure you don't check your penis? Yeah, don't worry, I won't charge you. You know, like really uncomfortable stuff. Like, but he works with it so well, bro. Really, really well.
Yeah.
So hilarious. No, if you guys ain't seen it, you people, Jonah Hill, go check it out with Eddie Murphy.
I think there's like mixed reviews, man. There's like a 50-50 mixed reviews. I can see that a little bit, because it's obviously not I don't think it's one of the best comedies in the world. And I think comedy, I'll be honest with you, comedies, unfortunately, and I hate this, I've been one of the genres that get fucked over. That you don't really get a good comedy because people could start getting fucking offended. I mean, I think someone recently brought up again of Robert Downey Jr. playing a black man in Tropic Thunder and whatnot. And first of all, it's a comedy movie. Second of all, it's taking a piss out of actors and whatnot. But it's like, man, like that was one of the funniest films of all time. Like it's a comedy, like. So I think comedies have toned down just because they don't want to be, you know, cancelled and shit. And actors might not do certain things because they're gonna cancel me and shit, which is fucked up, man. Because comedies are funny, man. Like, you know, I don't know, man. Certain things are fucked up. Like I feel like if it's a comedy movie, you gotta accept it or just don't watch it. Don't watch comedy, like, and don't complain about it. But I don't know, bro. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and it was just good to see Eddie Murphy, man. He's funny, man, as hell, man. I just love seeing him in action.
No, definite, man. Let me see what's going on here. Hopefully this video is streaming. Is it streaming?
It's still streaming.
I don't know, bro.
It'd probably be delayed a little bit.
A couple of seconds off, so yeah, I need to work out. I need to learn more about
but
this,
the thing is, when I do a live stream of the game, if I turn off the game and as soon as I go on my phone, it's not up yet. Like, I mean, not that it's not up, it's still there's a lag, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's fine. It's got the Zoom logo all over it, man, and I don't want to be promoting Zoom, man. So I need to work out how to do it without the Zoom logo. So Zoom, you got my monies, you got our monies, but you lose, man. We don't want your logo on there, man. So I need to work out how we can do this so that it can work out with the different logos. Hold up, man. These people don't hear you.
Did your guy come with the thing?
No, that's what I'm waiting for, bro.
What's he looking to buy? From you?
Shelves, bro. Shelves.
Okay. Well, look, we got one more thing to talk about, so I guess we might be able to finish before they come.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which was episode 2 of Last of Us. Now they've already, I think the rating. Okay, first of all, the show, of course, has been epic. The video game sales, I think. Okay, the show viewership increased by like 80% or some shit like that. The video game sales sold and increased by 238%. The video games, and I'm considering buying the game as well. That's how good the show is, and it's already renewed for season 2. I think this is one that I don't know what it is, man, but there's something so good about this show from all aspects that it's just so captivating and so like it makes it so epic. Like every episode so far, I know it's only been 2 episodes, but every episode so far to me just feels like an epic movie or something. And again, someone done a side by side with the video game and the show, and what you call it? It's again, it's just accurate. Like I think especially the video game people who play the video game, fan pleased, man. They please the fans, you know what I mean? It's fan pleasing. They didn't mess around with it. They didn't change it too much. Or I haven't played the game, so I don't know, but they probably changed things just small enough, but to make it awesome and not upset fans. And they just done a great job. And you got a chance to see some of the zombies or the infected in this one. But like you could see, like, I mean, again, it's kind of interesting because it's all nature, right? It's a plant, it's a mushroom or something like that, right? And you can see that how it just is connected to other people's, connected to the earth. Their heads got fucking plants coming out of it and shit. It's Mother Nature, man. Like, it's crazy that it's Mother Nature's come back to take over, sort of thing. I mean, that's what I'm taking away from it.
No, that's right. And you know, they opened up that episode, you know, with that woman, like, and she said it then, just bomb the place, man, kill, because it's fungus. Fungus is probably the longest thing in existence, and it's wicked the way they've done it, bro. Like, I was like, really, that opening scene in episode 2 really caught my attention, because they showed how much she feared it. She was like, there's no cure for this, there's no vaccine.
You've done a great job. Yeah, man.
You know, that made me feel like, oh damn, I'm scared. It made me, she done a great job, bro, because she was like, that was nuts, bro. That was and you know, the episode after it was good, but that bit opening scene, like, they've been working really hard on their opening scenes, bro, because the first opening scene, you know, the understanding of fungus and where it comes from and what it would do, and if it developed to here it is happening now and you're in it. Very good, bro. Very good.
I was gonna say, like, you know, you brought it up, she done such a great performance that you're like, fuck. Like, when her solution was bomb the city, you're not even like, wow, that's cold. You're just like, oh, you can feel the fear in her that, you know, bomb the city is the only solution. And then when she just broke down in tears and just said, can you just take me back to my family? She knew
there's nothing. The
world is over. I can't remember where it came from. I know it was a fungus, but they just said one person attacked another person and a couple.
That's right. So they didn't find the main route. That person disappeared.
But boy, she done a great job. They opened it so well, and her performance was so good. And that solution of just like, again, like bombing the city, and she just said, just send me back to my family. She just knew, and it just set the tone of, we're fucked as human beings. We're fucked. Fucking crazy, man. Brilliant performance. Great episode. Great show. I'm very excited to just carry on watching this show, man. And I will buy the video game later on. I think that's a fact. I think I will.
No, that's cool, bro. All right, so these people are 2 minutes away. So listen, great episode. Looking forward to the next episode. This week, as I said, guys, Spider-Man on Sky TV, if you're in the UK, is the only place where they will have every single Spider-Man movie on that playing at once. And then I'll let you guys know what's happening later on. Massive thank you again for the social media. We dropped on Twitter. I don't know how. We were over 800. Now we're at 740. But I think that's when we do giveaways. There are some people on there that are not followers of the podcast or fans of what we're doing. They just want the freebies and they blurted. So I'm going to be a bit more strategic on how we do our giveaways moving forward. But massive thank you.
Do you know what that could be, though? We could have a lot of bots, because, you know, Elon Musk, you know, he bought Twitter, and one of the things that held back was he was asking them how many users are bots and how many of them are real. And because they couldn't give him that data, there was a lot of things. So it could have been a lot of bots that we had, and not just us.
Bear Badusi bots was following us then, bro.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So what he might be doing, and the reson why we might have dropped, if you're saying from 800 to 740, which is about 60.
Bro, I got to run. Hold on. You keep talking. I got to go. Hold on.
Yeah, cool. That could be that. What that could be. That's what I'm saying. What that could be. It could be bots, and they're just clearing up everyone's account. It could be. It might be fake. We might have just lost 60 people, which is a reality as well. But I think he's trying to clear shit up. So you got less bots and real actual users, and he's trying to put a system in place where, especially if you're an influencer, in the sense that you got millions of users, you gotta verify yourself with paying money and shit like that. And some people will do it, right? Because you could make money from Twitter and you have a big influence and blah blah blah. But I think that big drop might be a cleanup, basically, of users. So we might have had just 60 bots. Maybe there's more. We might drop even more. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I see YouTube's growing. YouTube's always growing. We were up to 320, did I see, if that's correct? So that's growing, which is pretty cool. I don't follow the TikToks and all that sort of stuff. Kibla does all of that, and I can't be doing that. I don't have all that stuff on my phone.
Hold up, you still there?
Yeah.
Nice, easy transaction.
Easy. Easy peasy. 320. Yeah, we're on 320 on YouTube. YouTube's growing great. I know the shorts help out a lot, but we had some good views on our last week's podcasts and whatnot.
And we had two people reach out to us about screenings, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much, guys, because it's gonna get really busy soon, and I'm finding it hard to keep up, even trying to do the edits and everything else. So
you know what, bro? You know the first live one that you did, it came up on the gaming channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's in the gaming channel that went. It's like a minute long in the gaming channel. But yeah, cool. Anyway.
But yeah, listen, guys, as always, massive thank you. We're going to work on the graphics and stuff like that to pop up. And sometimes I want images. I need it to become more interactive, but I need to take the editing out. So I bought this device called the Stream Deck. I don't even know if you can see that.
Oh, yeah, what is that?
This is the Elgato Stream Deck. It allows me to have ongoing cues and have images ready for the podcast. So when we do it, so that it looks, things come up, pop up messages and stuff like that, and where to follow and stuff like that. So I want to get a bit more interactive, but live streaming is the way forward. And then we can actually interact with you guys. So if Gilman if Gilman had the live stream with the chat box open, then he can respond to chats and stuff like that. So we want to do more live streams, but even, if you guys catch the episode after, massive thank you again, as always, for the support on the channel. There's so much happening.
I know we didn't talk about Shazam. The new trailer came out.
Oh, yes, man. The Shazam trailer came out. You know what?
Any other trailers? I think a new Ant-Man one came out, which
I'm going
to stop with the Ant-Man.
I haven't watched them. I haven't watched them. But the Shazam one came out. I was like, let me give this a watch. It looks good. It looks fun. I hope it has the heart that the original one had. But, moving forward, we don't know what's happening with the DC universe. I know it's getting rebooted, but
is he still? I mean, is Shazam just too close to be cancelled? I hope they don't release it and they cancel it. I hope he's still part of the universe. I mean,
it's gonna happen. Batman. I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because he spoke in the first trailer. He spoke about Batman and Aquaman and whatnot. And obviously Henry Cavill's Superman was kind of in the first one or whatever. Well, Superman was in there, to be honest. But if they release this to just cancel it, I mean, of course, I want to see the movie, to be honest. I do want to see it. So I'm glad they will release it for us. I wish they'd done that with Batgirl anyway. But that would be a shame, man. And Zachary Levi is so good as Shazam. That would be a shame. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll take it how it comes.
No, exactly, man. Exactly. All right, cool. Awesome. As always, man, thanks again. And we'll catch you guys up soon. One love. Peace.
Peace.
All right, let's see. Hold on. So stop live stream. So that should.
All right, that's stopped.
That's stopped. And now